I want to save my soul.
Welcome to the Evo India News of the Week, our roundup of all the news that happens every week right here in India and also globally relevant news for you, the Indian automotive enthusiast. This week, we have a couple of big ticket launches lined up. The Lamborghini Urus S, the Mercedes-AMG GT SE Performance, mad money and mad power. We also have updates on the Jeep Meridian, news about Bajaj and Triumph and the partnership, how it is progressing right here in India, price drop on the Ather, and much more. All that coming up on the News of the Week segment. But before that, don't forget to give us a shout out, share this with like-minded enthusiasts, and of course, let us know what you want to listen to and watch on the Evo India News of the Week. And now, moving on to the launches, and of course, we have to start with the Lamborghini Urus S. The prices, 4.18 crore rupees. Now, that is just 4 lakhs less than the Urus Performance that was just launched a couple of months ago. So, very close to the Performance. We thought that the price gap would be around 40 lakh rupees, and that's what we initially put out also. But no, the price difference is just 4 lakh rupees. Now, compared to the Performance, the Urus S is more luxury oriented. So it gets air suspension with height adjust. So if you have like a massive wall of speed breakers in front of you, you can raise the suspension. So it is more comfortable. It is more usable in the Indian environment. Of course, it doesn't have that rally mode, so you can't really drift the Urus S. That is for the Performance with its steel springs and really hardcore focus. But here, it is more calm. Well, calm is relatively speaking because the engine is in the Performance tune. So what do you get? You get a 4-liter twin-turbo V8. You get 657 bhp and 850 Newton meters of torque. 0 to 100 in 3.5 seconds. 0 to 200 in 12.5 seconds. And top speed of 305 kilometers per hour. So this is a bona fide super SUV that is taken up a notch. Now, the prices, we said it was 4.18 crores. How does that compare with the Urus that came before it? Well, that was 3.16 crore rupees. So the price has gone up by 1 whole crore. So it is a huge jump in price, and that is great news for existing Urus owners because they will see residual values for the Urus going up. So buying an Urus, well, if you had bought an Urus before the Urus S, that was probably like putting your money in a fixed deposit because that is going to appreciate. You can enjoy your car, and then when it comes to reselling it, you will get a very good value on it. So all around good news for super SUV owners here in India. Next, we have the Mercedes-AMG GT SE Performance, a massive name for what is a massive car, and now comes attached with a massive price tag, 3.3 crore rupees. Now, that has gone up from something like 2.7 crore rupees that the GT 4-door was earlier available at. So again, a huge price jump. Now, what do you get for all that money? Top of the line is you get your keys given to you by Lewis Hamilton. So if you are a Lewis Hamilton fan, if you want your car to be not delivered, he's not going to come to the showroom and give you the keys, but you want your keys given to you by Lewis Hamilton, go and buy a GT SE Performance. And the good news is that it is not sold out. The Urus S is sold out. The GT SE Performance is available for you, of course, at mad sticker prices. So what do you get? You continue with the M177 4-liter twin-turbo V8 engine. Power, it goes up to 831 bhp. Torque, that is a frightening 1,470 Newton meters, 1470 Newton meters. So it is massive. Just to give you a comparison, the earlier GT 4-door that made 630 bhp and 900 Newton meters of torque. So that electric motor, the hybrid assistance that you now get on the GT SE Performance really makes a huge difference to the outputs. You get 0 to 100 in 2.9 seconds. Obviously, you get 4-wheel drive. This is the 4MATIC Plus. And of course, you also continue to get drift mode. Now, again, compared to the earlier car, that did 0 to 100 in 3.2 seconds. So you get 0.4 seconds quicker 0 to 100 time. So you do get a boost in performance. You get 7 driving modes. 7. Out of which 2 are energy recuperation modes. You can take off in pure electric mode. So suppose you want to go on your Sunday drive very early in the morning and your neighbors hate the sound of an AMG starting up, which I find hard to understand, but suppose you'd have little cribbity-crabbity neighbors, you can take off in pure electric mode and then your AMG fires up and makes a hell of a lot of noise. So this is going to be something special. We are going to be driving it and the review will be out on the Evo India channel very soon. Moving on, the Tata Nexon has hit the 5 lakh production milestone. Now, if you recall, we saw it in production form at the 2016 Auto Expo. We saw it as a concept at the 2014 Auto Expo. So it's taken around a decade to get to this mark, but the Nexon is the best-selling SUV in the country right now. The Nexon EV is the best-selling EV in the country right now. And the Nexon has made Tata Motors the highest-selling SUV manufacturer in the country. So the Nexon is doing really, really well. 5 years ago, we gave it our car of the year when we used to do our awards with Times Auto. And that was a significant milestone because that time the Nexon wasn't the best selling, but we recognized its potential and it's really living up to its potential right now. So congratulations to Tata Motors on that. And before we forget, we've also seen the Nexon being tested in full camo, and that is going to be the full facelift on the Nexon. And what we can see from the spy images that our team caught while they were on that drive with the Indian Navy, is sequential indicators. The front bumper, if you look at it closely, you have the LEDs vertically stacked in the corners. Now, this is something similar to the Harrier EV that was shown at the Auto Expo. So I suspect this is going to be a theme that will carry on all the Tata SUVs very soon. So this is going to be good looking, and of course the infotainment will also be upgraded. So I don't think it's going to happen very soon. You're probably looking at the end of the year or early next year. So if you are going to be buying a Nexon, I don't suggest you wait because it's going to be at least a year away, but it is coming and we've brought you spy images of that. Are you guys ready for some shock and awe? This is the BMW XM Red Label. Somebody probably said that these grills are not in your face enough. So BMW designers took their red crayons and really highlighted those grills. Now those grills are even more in your face. Now, styling is obviously personal. You might like what I don't like and vice versa. But this is hard to stomach. This is like really, really in your face. I'm sure once you see it on the road, then you'll start to appreciate it even more. Like for instance, the X7, when it first came out, we were like, oh God, look at the grills. And now I think it looks really cool. When you see an X7 on the road, you look at it twice, you give that guy respect. But this, oh my God, this is something else. This is really going to take some time to get used to. What do you guys think of the BMW XM Red Label styling with that red coated grills? Oh God, let us know in the comments below. So what do you get on the Label Red XM? This obviously is the most powerful version of the XM. The XM is a hybrid. The combined power output is 737 bhp. That's almost 93 bhp up on the regular XM. And the torque is 1,000 Newton meters, a flat round 1,000 Newton meters, which is 200 Newton meters up. 0 to 100, 3.8 seconds. Top speed is limited to 250 kilometers per hour. So this won't really fit in the super SUV category, considering the Lamborghini Urus S, for instance. It does 305 kilometers per hour. You get all-wheel drive, sport exhaust. The battery, 25.7 kilowatt hour. The range in electric only mode is around 70 to 80 kilometers, and the electric mode can be used at speeds up to 140 kilometers per hour. So again, you don't have to upset your neighbors. You creep out silently and then go bananas. Other news which I'm really finding hard to get excited by, but this is big news, is that the electric motor, it also gets a soundtrack of its own in the form of the BMW Iconic Sounds Electric, and it's been developed as part of the collaboration with Hans Zimmer. So you get Hans Zimmer composed sounds when you're driving in electric mode. And of course, it will be mad to drive. It gets adaptive M suspension, electronically controlled dampers, active roll stabilization, and active roll comfort. So you will get the best of all worlds. But people around you will notice. They will look at you twice, thrice, four times, and I don't know whether they will, but they might question your taste. Anyway, your taste is personal. Moving on, the Jeep Meridian X and Meridian Upland have been launched. Now, this is a small lipstick job on the current Meridian. These are limited special editions with two additional colors, Silvery Moon and Galaxy Blue. Now, the Meridian X, it gets body-colored louvers, grey roof, alloy wheels with grey pockets, exterior additions such as side molding, puddle lamps, and interior modifications such as ambient lighting to make it more urban-centric. So that's the Meridian X. The Meridian Upland, now that is the more off-road centric version. It gets functional equipment such as a roof carrier and side steps, in addition to splash guards. You get a boot organizer, sunshades, special cabin. You get cargo mats, a tire inflator, and a specially designed hood decal. Now, buyers of both the variants will be offered the rear entertainment package with Wi-Fi enabled 11.6-inch screen to play their favorite apps, content, all of that. And that will be available at 50% off the current selling price. Now, the Meridian range, the prices start from approximately 32.95 lakhs. Good news if you're looking for an electric scooter, the Ather 450X now gets a price drop. So the electric scooter is available in the 450X variant at 1.14 lakh rupees with some bare bones features. Then there's a Pro add-on pack that brings the price up to 1.45 lakhs. And the Pro pack, that brings you faster charging, the riding modes, the TFT display, tire pressure monitoring system, Google Maps, Hill Assist, Park Assist, and the 5-year battery warranty. So obviously you want the Pro pack. The battery pack and the motor, those remain the same. So there's no change in the performance of the scooter. More biking news, Bajaj has taken over distribution of Triumph motorcycles here in India. Now, this is the precursor to the launch of the Bajaj Triumph motorcycle that is being developed by Bajaj. Triumph is doing the designing, Bajaj is doing all the rest of the engineering. It will be manufactured right here in India. So this is going to be the mass market affordable Triumph motorcycle for India as well as all across the world. The model is similar to what Bajaj is doing with KTM, where all the small capacity KTMs are made here in India and exported all over the world. Bajaj is going to do the same with Triumph, and we are going to see that motorcycle this year. So exciting times for biking enthusiasts. Harley-Davidson, they've launched the 2023 versions of the Fat Boy, the Fat Bob, and the Heritage Classic. The Fat Bob, 91.6 bhp, 155 Newton meters, and the 1.8-litre V-twin engine. It costs 20.49 lakhs. The Fat Boy, 92.6 bhp, 155 Newton meters, the same 1.8-litre V-twin engine, that costs 24.49 lakhs. And the Heritage Classic, 92.6 bhp, 155 Newton meters from the same 1.8-litre V-twin engine, that costs 26.59 lakhs. And finally, the 2023 Suzuki Hayabusa has been launched. No change to the engine, no change to the performance, no change to the handling, but you get 3 colors and an OBD2A onboard diagnostic system. The price, 16.9 lakh rupees. And that's it for the Evo India News of the Week. Next week, we head to Kochi where Volkswagen are going to unveil their new special editions for 2023. We will also hear from the brand director about their plans for India for this year and going forward. We already spoke about the ID2. We know that the ID2 is not coming to India anytime soon. But let's hear from the boss about what is happening in India very soon. All that coming up on the Evo India News of the Week segment next week. And of course, before we wrap up, don't forget to give us a like, share this with like-minded enthusiasts, and of course, stay subscribed to the Evo India channel and hit that bell icon to stay notified for all our drops.